Hey guys, it's your girl Okwe and welcome to the All Shows Nigerian channel where I review Nollywood movies, series and reality TV shows. Forgive me if my voice is sounding a bit raspy or like coarse. I actually have a cold, so yeah, I really just wanted to put this video out and not waste any more time on it because honestly, if I don't review it now, I'm probably not going to review it again. I personally did not really like this series and I was shying away from reviewing it. But I was like, you know what, if I don't review it this week, it's probably not going to ever come out again. So yeah. The name of this series, like I said, is OLOLADE. It is on Netflix. It was just released like a few weeks ago. And I'm not going to lie, I did not like this series at all. It really flopped, in my opinion. I barely even made it to the last episode. I think I stopped in the second to the last episode because I was like, I can't do this again. Like, it just wasn't making sense, in my opinion, and you guys will see why. So, the series summary is basically about two business partners that celebrate their success of their schemes. That's until they discover that Ihotu is more dangerous than they had ever imagined. Ihotu is like some chick that came out of nowhere. Yeah, if you've watched the movie, you know what I'm talking about. You know who Ihotu is. I don't really want to like spoil this movie for those that may not have watched it yet. But yeah, I'm going to base this particular series on 5 criteria, which is the series plot, the cast performance, the movie creativity, positives, and the negatives of this series. In terms of the series plot, I feel like this series was honestly very basic. Its plot was very basic. There was nothing really crazy or interesting going on. The suspense was honestly basic as well, very mid-level. I found a lot of the parts painfully predictable. Like there wasn't really anything that happened in the series that I didn't predict was going to happen already. And I feel like there wasn't really much difference with this series and like past series that Nollywood has produced in the past, like Jennifer's Diary and all those things that just like revolve around comedy and lack substance. I definitely feel like this movie, like unfortunately, this series unfortunately fell under the criteria of those kind of series that just mainly are meant to be comedic and don't generally like give anything else other than that. In terms of cast performance, I feel like the cast performance was again very mid. It wasn't really a star-studded series, but at the same time, both those that are well known in the industry and those that are not well known in the industry, pretty much for me delivered the same level of cast performance. There wasn't anything intriguing about the cast's delivery, nothing intriguing about their roles, and honestly, for me, the real MVP of this series was Ololade, who actually died in episode 1. So I feel like she was real MVP because she didn't have to be a part of the rest of the episodes. I'm sorry, like there was really nothing going on, to be honest, and I feel like she just saved herself the stress of going through like the remaining 5 episodes with the others. So that sounds a bit mean, but that's really how bad this series was to me. In terms of movie creativity, I feel like this movie was very boring and lacked creativity at the highest. Like I said, it was very predictable, and we've probably seen a lot of series like this that Nollywood has produced in the past or like made in the past that just revolve around comedy. And at this point, it's getting boring. We need more. We need more substance. If you guys are going to make a series and like Netflix for that matter, like make a series like this, like I would expect so much more from them considering like they are well known for making like good series. In terms of positives, like I said, the movie was funny. It was definitely funny. It had a lot of humor. The suspense scenes were okay, but it wasn't really anything out there. But I guess it's still a positive that at least there was some suspense, even though the suspense, like we still kind of like could predict what was going to be the outcome of those scenes, if that makes sense. I feel like yes, it had some suspense, but at the same time, what was going to happen with the suspense was easily predictable, if that makes sense. Negatives, I feel like the series was disorganized and all over the place. It lacked clarity. I didn't know what direction the series was going to go. It was just going different directions, and I was like, okay, like where are we going with this? And yeah, it was very disorganized in my opinion. Both storylines of Latif and Shino lacked substance in my opinion and could have been developed a lot more. and pushed a step further in terms of creativity.
Something else I wanted to say, is it just me or the name Latif, isn't it very popular with like mechanics? I feel like the name Latif and Sonny are very popular with mechanics. Like, comment down below if you agree with that. Like, I feel like every mechanic, at least one of them in the mechanic section or the mechanic shop, has to be named Latif or Sonny. So that was very funny because one of the characters named Latif was actually a mechanic, and I was like, go figures. Like, of course he's a mechanic and everything. No shade to anybody watching this video called Latif and isn't a mechanic. It's just something I've noticed, like even back home. Like, I noticed that even my mom's like mechanics, my parents mechanics, like I would literally hear a Latif in them. So that was just one of my observations.
Overall, I feel like this movie lacked depth and clarity. It lacked creativity. It had foolish storylines. It was cute and funny, but I feel like those two factors can only take a series or a movie so far, because it soon gets tiring and boring eventually if there's nothing else to rely on aside from its comedic aspect. Overall, I feel like I'm going to rate this series a 1.5 out of 10. I'm sorry, this is probably the lowest rating I have given for a series or a movie ever in my channel, but I feel like I was even being very generous with this rating, honestly. It could have been a negative something, but I was like, you know what? It was funny, I won't lie, they made me laugh, they made me chuckle a little bit, and I will give them a little bit of some grades. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Would I recommend this series?
Well, it depends. If you're into like shallow series that lack depth and lack creativity, then definitely you like it. But if you're like me that likes when producers and cast members, deliver stellar work and stellar performance, then this is probably not the series for you.
But that's the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe to the channel. You guys have been amazing. All my my videos that I've been posting within the past few weeks have been doing so well, and I really appreciate you guys for that. I won't be here without you guys. We're on our road to 200 subscribers, and I think right now we're on like 138 subscribers, which for me is like crazy because I didn't even expect anyone to like be listening to me ramble and talk about movies and everything. So I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.